Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So tonight, well I guess this morning, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, Saturday, if that matters, but it is 1 a.m. I definitely could have filmed this video earlier, but I started watching Cold Case and then Facebook pulled me in. You know how like you watch one video, I guess it's similar to YouTube, but Facebook is like a whole nother, thing where I started watching one video on Facebook and then, almost like 2 hours later, realized that I had wanted to get this video done. Also realized that 2 hours on Facebook is like my limit. But yeah, here I am talking about Smothered, season 3, episode 3 and 4, but first episode 3, called No Boundaries. But before we get to that, I want to shout out a couple things. It's not sponsored, obviously. It's not sponsored. I have like 21 people. Thank you to the 21 people, by the way. Thank you so much. Yay, 21. 21. Yep, that was a long time ago. What did I do for my 21st birthday? Is it bad that I can't remember what I did for my 21st birthday? I don't really remember what I do for any birthdays. I'm not really a big birthday celebration type of gal. It like comes and goes. As of like the last couple years, probably since 2019, I've been, well, first of all, I only exchange gifts with my family, but that's to say I've been telling like my parents, don't get me anything. Same thing for Christmas. I don't really want anything. Kind of at that stage where it's like, what do you get people type of situation. So I usually say, hey, I know Christmas is coming. Don't get me anything because I'm not getting you anything. Is that wrong to say? But I just feel like, I don't know. I know I definitely did it last year for COVID. My family did not exchange gifts. Instead, we decided to like give to different causes type of situation. That's what we did for Christmas. But yeah, as of late, like I just say I don't want anything for Christmas. And I might still get, my parents something. I just don't want any presents. I have too much stuff as it is. I don't need another gift card. Don't tell my job that because they give out bonuses. But yeah, I just feel like I don't like groceries. Give me money for groceries. That would be nice. Some gas money. That would be nice. But that's what I meant to say. Let me take it all back. Roll back the clip. I don't need like clothes, makeup. Well, my parents would never buy me makeup, but you know what I mean? I don't need clothes. I don't need makeup. What else did I don't need perfume. I don't need skincare stuff. Like, get me some grocery money, some gas money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like. That type of stuff. I just wanted a whole tangent to say that thank you to the 21 people who are subscribed to me. I appreciate you very much. But also to say that this is not sponsored. Whole tangent. Anyway, the two things that I want to shout out. One is, did this come like that? I guess it came like that, but it's this. Can you see it? There we go. It's the Ella and Mila Soy Polish Remover. I just bought this on Amazon. There's a whole story. Let me try to keep it short. It's already 4 minutes in. Probably not going to happen. But I decided a week before Memorial Day, I had a wedding reception Memorial Day weekend, that I wanted to go get my nails done, but I went to like an all natural salon. First of all, side note, the best pedicure experience I have ever had. I have gone to quite a few pedicure, well, nail salons in my area. I really only get pedicures because I don't think manicures are worth my time. I do a lot of hand sanitizing at work and a lot of hand washing at work. I know that there's gel, but that's just a pain to get off, so I just paint my own nails and I paint one nail. Anyway, best pedicure experience to date. It was a little bit pricier, I think, than the average. No, let me take that back. It was like $30 for 30 minutes. It's like however long you get, that's how much you pay. I did the $40 just because it had been a year and a half since I had gotten a pedicure, because I don't get pedicures in wintertime. No one's seeing my feet. I can, cut them, file them myself during winter. I feel like it's not worth the money and my time in winter. So, plus COVID happened. No, so that would be like no. Yeah. Like 2 years. Wow, okay. But yeah, anyway, I decided to go to an all natural nail salon. Best experience. They had like it sectioned off, and just the ambiance of the pedicure area, like the lights were low, the televisions were off, but it was just captions. The lady that did my feet was just like so gentle, so caring. It was a beautiful experience. I would definitely pay the $40 again. That to say, jeez, I have a lot of energy for 1 o'clock in the morning. When they use their natural, gel or natural polish, it said that it would last 2 weeks. I think mine lasted about 3 weeks, I would say, because it's been about, what is that, like 5 weeks, maybe? I don't know, I can't tell time, since I've gotten it, and I would say that it lasted about 3 weeks. But however, I wanted to take off the polish. Also, I kind of want to, when it comes to my nail care, like if I can, kind of invest in the natural, the free, I think it's called like 7 free or 12 free, whatever it's called, type of polishes. And so I wanted to try this because, regular nail polish remover smells a lot. This is the soy, it is truly unscented, okay? I smell like maybe a little bit of like a beanie smell, but it's soy. So, but it says that it's designed to effectively remove all natural nail polishes. And it has vitamins A, C, and E. Y'all, first of all, I had an Ella and Mila nail polish on my nails. Took it right off. And then I had the one from the salon on my toes. Took it off. If you are into the natural or wanting to switch to the natural, this works, okay? Get this. Why isn't this? Get this, okay? Because it works. Can you see me? It works. Pretty sure that's still a thing. But what I'm trying to say is, get this. It works, okay? Definitely invest in it if you're looking for a natural. I know that they have one with a scent, but y'all, I mean, when I was taking off the polish, I was very confused because I was looking at it and I was like, why do my nails feel moisturized when I'm taking off nail polish? Amazing. Like, you know how you use regular nail polish and your hands feel like the desert afterwards? This does not do it, okay? But like I said, it's supposed to work for all natural nail polishes. So I don't know if it'll work for other ones. But when I got it done at the salon and then the Ellen Mila one, it worked. Okay. 10 minutes. Wow. The next thing that I want to shout out is this shirt. Let's see. It is from Tent Tree. This is my sleep shirt. And it is so comfortable. I use just a regular black t-shirt to sleep in. I'm not fancy. Whatever's comfortable, and I feel like black is easy, you know what I'm saying? The softest t-shirt. I got this one and another one, but this is the first one that I'm using, so I'm sure the other one's gonna be amazing. First of all, it has a cute little llama on it. but so soft, so comfortable, breathable, amazing. I don't know if they have pajamas, but I'm not even gonna, like, I just wear a black t-shirt to bed. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you see me anyway, and even if you were, I don't look cute. So, anyway, let me get into this show. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out because 10 minutes of me on tangent, and I haven't even started episode 3. With Dawn and Cher. First of all, that house. Medieval themed. It's an interesting aesthetic, is what I'll say. It's an interesting aesthetic, okay? First of all 3 girls are dressed in purple. So cute. Dawn, Dawn has got to put the brakes. She is all up in Cher and Jared's sex life. Why? She kind of said it because she wants another grandchild, but still very, very involved. She should have just stopped at, hey, I know you guys haven't had some alone time since that's what, and then Cher is like trying to tell her to stop. She's like, why? She wants another grandbaby. But yeah, this whole lending your used lingerie to your daughter thing is weird. Jared was weirded out. Dawn and Cher didn't seem as weirded out, but it's weird. Okay, we all agree it's weird. Okay, great. But the biggest thing is that Dawn wants Cher to extend her stay. Cher wants to extend her stay, but she's very weary about whether Jared would allow her to extend the stay, because she said that he works long hours. He's a doctor, you know, that happens. But he likes coming home to his family, and for him to not come home to his family, obviously that'll, you know, he's not gonna feel great about that. So she would like to stay, you know, give time with her mom, give Bella time with Mimi, since they probably, I'm sure this was happening during COVID, so they probably haven't seen each other that long. But Cher would like to extend her stay, and Dawn has a whole plan in place to try to get that happen. Okay, that's pretty much it. Great. Angelica and Sun-hee. So basically, Angelica has firmly told her mother, I am moving in with Jason. Okay, she's doing this because 1, Jason is her fiance, and 2, they're having a baby. That's the next step. They move in together. Sun-hee is talking about how we all going to fit, because if you remember, Jason's mom is also going to come, and they have a baby. So that would be, is that 5? 5 people living in the house. Sun-hee has a whole house. Why is she moving in with Jason and Angelica? I get that Angelica wants her there, but read the room, Sun-hee. Okay. Sun-hee. She's talking about her dream scenario. Listen to this, y'all. Would be if Angelica, the baby, and Sun-hee live in the house. Jason comes and visits the baby and then leaves, so that Angelica, the baby, and Sun-hee can hang out at night. Did you hear what I said? She wants Angelica and the baby to live in the house with Sun-hee, and Jason just pop in and visit and then leave. What? Is this why she hasn't married Brett? Because I'm still confused about that whole relationship. Well, how did her and Brett even meet? And they're still engaged, but it seems like they've been engaged for a long time, and like, is she ever going to get married to him or move in with him? Like, he's very patient. Because haven't they been engaged for like a hot minute? Anyway. So, Jason is a hoarder. He has like a bigger house, so that's one reason that Angelica wants to move in with him, but he's a hoarder. And he definitely is. They walked into the house and there were boxes everywhere. Not as bad as I have seen on those Hoarders Buried Alive TV shows. Those people are extreme, okay? He's getting to that extremity. No, that's not it. He's getting to be that extreme level of hoarding Buried Alive where he's about to be on the TV show. But he just has a lot of boxes filled with a lot of stuff. And he tried to say, this is good. He tried to say like, oh, I'm getting there. And I'm just like, I mean, at least you could see the floor. You've seen those episodes of Hoarders Buried Alive. You can't even see the floor. Stuff is stacked up high. He just has a lot of stuff. He's a collector, I think is what Angelica or Sung-hee called him. He collects a lot of stuff, okay? A lot of stuff. This is why it's good, like every 6 months, you go through your stuff. You know, every major change of season, you go through your stuff to see what you have. Hair, makeup, skincare, every 6 months, go through your stuff, see what you have. The pantry, the fridge, we all know some things can get lost in the fridge. The cupboards, you know what I'm saying? The car. It's good to go through your stuff every now and then just to see what you have. You know, move stuff to the front if it needs to be moved to the front. Put it to the side. You know, I literally, I have a rule when it comes to my clothes. You know, if I bought something and I didn't wear it that season, I give it one more season. If I still don't wear it, it has got to go because it's not serving me a purpose. And I have bought stuff and not worn it before. I have. I was like, oh, that's really cute. Really cute and sitting in my closet. Oh, that's gonna fit. Gonna fit and not fitting. Staying in, no. It has got to go. Okay. Anyway, Sung-hee tried to make it seem like Jason should have been on Hoarders Buried Alive because she said that he had, and I quote, a rat infestation. And Jason tried to say, I did not have a rat infestation. I had one rat. The fact that it was a rat, I think, definitely brings it at a level, you know what I'm saying? But he said basically a rat got through his doggy door and made a nest in his pantry. So it could have been an, oh my gosh, what's that movie called? Was it Mousetrap? Such a good movie. It was definitely one of my favorite movies. Mouse Hunt? Is that what it's called? Mouse Hunt, 1997 comedy film. Oh my gosh. It was such a good movie and it's on HBO Family. Oh my goodness. Such a good movie. Wow, it made 122.4 million at the box office. Wow. That's really nice. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. Anyway, but yeah. So I'm confused about the layout of Jason's house because Angelica made it seem like his house was a lot bigger. However, when he was explaining it, he was saying that he had basically given Sung-hee a room. And then he heard that his mom was coming. So he gave that room to his mom. And now he had to clear out his office to put the nursery. And he's saying Sung-hee should be in the nursery with the baby. So wait, no. Because I'm thinking an office is like a separate room, like on the floor, but I guess some people use a bedroom for an office. Because I was like, how many bedrooms does this man's house have? So I guess it could be 3. But the way that I initially thought it, I thought it could have been 2. Which houses do have 2? But she said that his house was like way bigger, and I'm like, but it doesn't seem like there's room. I don't know. But yeah. So, onward. Angelica has preeclampsia, which is a potentially dangerous pregnancy complication characterized by high blood pressure. And what basically happened was she went in for a checkup, and the doctor noticed her high blood pressure, and the doctor was like, you're probably going to have to check into the hospital because we need to get this under control. Her mom was with her, and so they called Jason to tell him what was going on. Jason was on his way, and then Sung-hee basically called him and said, hey, no, you can't come because of COVID. They only allow one person, and she wanted to be with Angelica, so he turned around and went back home, and he was not happy about it. Let's just say. Okay, let's do Cathy and Christina. Cathy and Christina. So, basically, Cathy and Christina's relationship has changed. Cathy said that they used to have lunch every day. They're used to talking every day, hanging out every day, hang out at your house or hanging out at my house. And that has all changed ever since the pizza boy has been on the verge of opening. Basically what happened is Cathy and Christina had a conversation, and I think Cathy kind of told her, hey, there's this guy, he does sausage, Carlo can use it for his pizzeria. And Christina said, no, don't do that, he already has his own vendors, we don't need it. What had happened was Cathy still went behind her back and basically guaranteed, promised this sausage guy that he was going to get the deal with the pizzeria. And Cathy should not have done that because it's not her business, and it's not her business, okay? Yeah, it did not go well. It went as well as you could expect. First of all, Christina was like, why did you do that? That's not right. I told you not to. Then she brought it up with Carlos, and he was like, why did you do that? This is not your business. This is not your business. Like, stay out. I don't include you in these things because it is my business. I want to handle it how I want to handle it. And basically, you know, it popped off like you would expect it to. But, surprisingly, Christina took Carlos's side because we all know she's always on her mom's side. She went so far as to kick her mom out of the pizzeria. But yeah, how do you go behind someone's back like that and promise like a contract to someone without discussing it? Jeez, now she has to go. That's what she was saying. She's like, now you're gonna embarrass me and have me go back to him and tell him that I lied or whatever. And he's like, that's none of my business. You shouldn't have guaranteed it to him in the first place, especially since her daughter told her not to do it. Mothers and daughters, man. Okay, so we finally got to meet, I think this is the last one, right? The last, because it's 6 people, so I don't know how to say this. She wasn't on the first 2 they weren't on the first 2 episodes, but they are on the season, and we finally got to meet them. That's the way to say it. So they live in Hawaii. There's Amy, 44, Karina, 23. Karina stole her mom's whole face. Like, especially those pictures of her mom when she first had Karina, that is Karina's face, okay? Listen, it is, I don't know if I want to say rare, but most kids coming out the womb do not look like their mamas, okay? They always imprint dads. I think sometimes when they grow up, they'll eventually look like their mamas, but for the most part, they look like their dads. Let me know in the comments. Like, did you look like your mom or your dad when you were born? Did that change when you got older? If you had kids, did your kids look like, who did your kids look like? Okay, so they share a house. They share the same clothes, including underwear. The producer's like, can you tell whose underwear it is by a sniff test? Karina said no, her mom said yes. Like I said, the producers called them and was like, hey, this mom and daughter duo is doing this. What are you guys doing? Well, we can have the same underwear, and then it could not fit, and then we would have to switch. Golden. Let's do that. Also, they sleep in the same bed. They spend like 24 hours of the day together. A lot. So, they said that they were apart for like 3 months. I think the mom had initially moved to Hawaii and they were apart for like 3 months, and that is the longest they have been apart. I don't think I've ever been apart from my mom that long. I mean, I live with my parents, first of all, but yeah, I don't think, because I never went off to college. Oh, interesting. It is what it is, you know, you do with what you do with. So, first of all, they have like a little mini farm. They have 2 dogs, 3 adult ducks, 5 babies, and a bird. I love it. Ducks. I would love to own ducks. That seems like fun. Okay. Her mom has, Amy has a rare form of diabetes, so Karina dropped out of school to care for her mom. But, and so that definitely bonded them together. That definitely intensified their bond. But Amy is realizing that their bond might be a little too close, because she said that she had a boyfriend, but it was a problem because obviously her and her boyfriend started spending time together, started having sleepovers, and basically Karina came and said, hey, what about me? You know, you and I were used to sleeping in the same bed, and so said relationship fell apart. So Amy is just realizing that maybe their bond is like impeding on Karina's growth, that maybe Karina isn't living her life to the fullest because she's worried about her mom. And we definitely saw that because Karina was talking to a guy, I think she said for like a year, and he asked her out on a date and she said no. And she said that because her mom, or am I jumping ahead? I might be jumping ahead. Yeah, I'm jumping ahead. But anyway, she did cancel a date, but she wanted to talk to a guy and like leave him a message. So her mom called and left the message on the telly for her date. Is that weird? I feel like that's not weird. I felt like we did that when we were younger. Well, maybe texting. Like if you didn't know what to text a crush or something, you'd be like, guys, what do I text him? You'd be like, okay, here, give me the phone, let me do this. And you would do it that way. I don't know if we've ever had someone call. I mean, their voices sound alike, so that's why they think that they can get away with it. Oh my gosh, that guy is gonna like listen to the voicemail and realize, wow, her mom sent me that, not her. Ooh. That's gonna be interesting. And then I bet other people, like other guys that she may have gone out with or gotten voicemails from, they're probably gonna be like, I wonder who sent that, her or her mom. Interesting. Anyway, that's the end of episode 3. That's the end of episode 3. Episode 4. Hi guys. I'm still here. Episode 4 is called Coming Clean. Okay, so let's do Angelica and Jason. Angelica and Sung-hee. So, as I said in the previous episode, Angelica developed preeclampsia, which is a potentially dangerous pregnancy complications characterized by high blood pressure. It is very intense because not only does she have preeclampsia, but she also has, it's 6 weeks before her due date. I don't know if preeclampsia develops at a certain time during pregnancy. I've never been pregnant, and I don't think I've ever known anyone to have this condition, so I'm not sure about the details of preeclampsia, as in, does it develop at a certain time of pregnancy? So obviously she's 6 weeks before her due date, so she's very concerned because she's having these complications, 6 weeks, that means she is 34 weeks. So yeah, obviously it's a scary time. But yeah, Jason has not been in the hospital yet since any of this has happened. It seems like it progressed like pretty quickly. They were doing like next day type of situation, but I don't think, I wasn't like counting the next days, but I would say it was within a few days. Like, I think she went to the hospital for them to try to get the preeclampsia under control, and then obviously Sung-hee told him to turn around, but I'm probably sure the same day is when, like, the next day things started progressing, because it wasn't that long before the baby was born. I don't think, maybe like 3 days, maybe less than that. Anyway, let me get back on track. So basically, Jason has not been allowed in the hospital. One, because of COVID. I guess the only reason is because of COVID, because, when COVID first started, they're like, oh, only one person allowed in the hospital with you. I know some places were contemplating, like, no one is allowed in the hospital. Jeez. But Jason thought that he would have at least, like, especially as they're saying, hey, we're going to induce you, hey, we're going to do this, XYZ, he thought that he would be in the delivery room. That's not happening because Sung-hee told him that Angelica wanted her, not Jason. So Angelica allegedly said that she wanted Sung-hee, not Jason. And Jason even said it straight to Sung-hee, like, while they were on the couch. Like, I think that you pressured / influenced Angelica not to have me in there. And she's like, I didn't do that. In the confessionals, Angelica did say that she kind of preferred her mom. She just felt like her mom handled the situation a lot better than Jason. Like, her mom was there to give her words of comfort. Her mom was there to massage her, basically do anything that she needed, and she felt like her mom was her right birthing partner. And that's all that it's about. I get Jason's point. He is the father. He missed it. But it's about creating that, like, calm, peaceful space, especially in a time like that. So, Angelica and Jason did not choose her the name. Baby's name Amara. I was saying Amara or Amira, but I'm pretty sure it's Amara. Sung-hee chose the name. Yeah, the baby was born. She was good and healthy, and then eventually the hospital eased their restrictions, so Jason was able to come in. But like I said, he did miss the birth. But that moment of, like, all three of them in the hospital, Jason, Sung-hee, Angelica, and then eventually the baby, like, all, especially when Jason first held the baby, it was a really sweet moment, because you definitely got to see more of Sung-hee's, like, softer side, because she was being that, like, protective grandmother and handing the baby over to Jason and showing him how to hold her and stuff like that. It was really sweet to see. And Angelica kind of said that she absolutely loved that moment because she got to see Jason hold the baby for the first time, and it was really great. So yeah, they have a beautiful baby. Okay, Amy and Karina. I had jumped the gun. So basically, Amy had a date, and it was actually supposed to be a double date with her mom, but she ended up canceling it because her mom wasn't feeling her date anymore. And I'm just like, eee. But her mom is not really down for this. Her mom is kind of realizing that she wants to find someone, she wants someone to grow old with, she wants someone to be by her side, especially eventually when Karina goes off and has her own life. And she's like, I want someone for myself, I want a partner. And she's realizing that like this relationship that they have is a little bit crippling in that department, which is so, you know, some moms are a little bit tighter to hold on to and not wanting to let go, but Amy is realizing that, you know, I have to let go a little bit. Anyway, so Karina formed a band. First of all, she has a beautiful singing voice. That's cool that she was like performing and doing all this other stuff like before coming on the show, but she kind of said that she hasn't had time for it since they moved to Hawaii, because obviously it's like a different scene and they've just been unpacking and getting used to life in Hawaii. So she definitely wants to get back into performing and things of that nature. Like she says, she does open mic nights, but she wants to do more. But yeah, she has a friend, I forget her friend's name, but her friend basically told her that she hopes that, Karina isn't putting herself on a back burner to like help her mom, which it seems we all see that Karina is, because she even confessed that like she wants her mom to find love first and then she'll find love. She said that she has a long life to live, and she wants her mom to find it first, which, yeah, interesting. They're like both saying the same thing, but they have to communicate that to each other. Amy wants love, but does she have room because of her relationship with Karina? Yeah, they both want love. Like Amy wants Karina to find love, Karina wants her mom to find love. It's almost like they have to find it at the same time in order for this to work. Yeah, communication. Onward to Dawn and Cher. So yeah, Cher and Jared leave the baby. Oh my word. She was like, oh, first of all, she looked so cute in her outfit, but she did not want to leave mama. And eventually Mimi coaxed her inside. Yeah, it's such a cute baby. But yeah, they went to, I don't know if it was like an Airbnb or something. They went away from the house because Cher was like, it feels weird to be here. So her and Jared went out for the night while Mimi watched the baby, and Mimi got them some fun things. And oh no, don't do that. Okay, I'm good. And yeah, Cher showed off her outfit. And let's just say Cher looked cute and Jared liked it. That's all we gotta say about it. But it's all part of a master plan. Basically, Dawn wants, like I said, Dawn wants Cher and Bella to stay in Florida, and she feels like the way to get that is to butter Jared up. So that's what they're doing. They're buttering Jared up to ask him. We'll see next week if it happens. Onward to, oh wow, is that it? I'm like speeding through this one, I think. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. London Tipton. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Such a good show. Such a good show. But sneeze. Excuse me. Bless me. So, it has been 2 weeks since Lauren's mom inseminated her. That's it. I remember taking a pregnancy test. Has it really only been? 2 weeks. Did I get my math wrong? Wait, did they show? Okay, I feel like I skipped over an entire thing. Anyway, I wrote down 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think it was 2 weeks because the producers asked Lauren and her mom if Laura Lee has a say in their relationship, especially when it comes to the topic of, you know, pregnancy and having kids. And Lisa was like, no, she doesn't really matter. She doesn't really have a say. How do you say that? Like, that's your daughter's partner. Why would you say that? Anyway, basically, the secret of getting inseminated by her mother was like eating away at Lauren, so she decided to tell, Laura Lee. And Laura Lee could pretty much tell right away when she walked into the house that something was awry. She could feel the energy was off. So Lauren told her that, well, first of all, Lauren kind of hinted at it, you know. Lauren was like, you know how we talked about stopping the fertility treatments? And Laura Lee was like, yeah, you know, we wanted to build back up the savings account. We wanted to reconnect. We've been feeling a little distance. You know, we're exhausted emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. We just wanted to put things on the burner. And Lauren was like, well, about that, I was inseminated by my mother. And Laura Lee was basically like, what? And she's like, yeah, mom inseminated me. And Laura Lee did not take the news well. Okay. She was like, it blows my mind. She said, how far is too far? Which is true. She was like, I feel like a third wheel in our marriage because you never include me on these important decisions. She's like, I wanted to be there. I wanted to do this with you, but I'm always kicked out because it's always you and your mom. And you could tell that Lauren was kind of just like, oh, okay. I mean, but how did she expect Laura Lee was going to react? She couldn't have thought that she was going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, we both kind of agreed that we were going to put a stop to this, but you continue to do it. And then not just that, but you went as far as having your mother do it. I mean, did she think that she was going to be okay with it? I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. This is the disrespect, the disregarding to the partner. Not considering your partner's feelings. And then next week we see that they go to, I guess, a fertility specialist, and Lisa throws out the idea of carrying the baby. And the way that they edited it made it seem like that upset Laura Lee, but I'm sure that it might be that, or it might be something else that they're just, you know, piecing footage together. But that was episode 4, y'all. I know I said like last recap that I'm in it now. I'm in this, okay? I'm very invested in this. I think they have like 23 episodes, but I'm like, how? Let me see. Smothered season 23. Sorry. Season 23. Season 3. Oh, jeez. Next one is called Losing My Best Friend. Lisa makes a surprising proposal to Lauren, shocking Laura Lee. Cathy continues to insert herself at the pizzeria, but Carla pushes back. Cher confronts Jared about staying in Florida with Belle. I could have sworn that I saw something about like 23 episodes, but maybe I just confused 3 with whatever. Okay, but yeah, that is Smothered episode 3 and 4. Tell me what you think. Also, I'm gonna leave it down below. Make sure you check out my recap of You, Me, and My Ex. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Have a good morning. I hope you have a good day whenever you watch this. Okay, I'm leaving now. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Wow, that did not. Okay. Thank you for watching this. I hope you have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you. Bye.